Every week, the Xfinity editors pick the TV show, movie, or special event they are most excited about right now. So let's kick things off this week with Liz. Liz, what are you looking forward to?
Oh, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I am looking forward to a movie remake. Well, not really. Yeah, I guess it is a remake based off of the original 1984 movie that scared me to death. I have never been okay. It is Children of the Corn. Watch this clip.
I know, it sucks. It's so hard sometimes you can hardly breathe. But I can help with your pain. Brace yourself. He who walks, he taught me. He took care of me. So now I'm going to take care of him.
By killing all the adults.
For starters.
Oh my gosh. Like, honestly, I want to start off by saying this is going to premiere June 30th on AMC Plus, and I am absolutely looking forward to this in a way that I think needs to heal the younger version of myself. I'll never forget, and I don't know how. I'm pretty sure my mom would have not let me watch this movie, but I got my hands on this movie somehow, probably at someone's house. And I remember watching the original Children of the Corn. And I honestly can't tell you much more about the movie, except there were a bunch of kids hanging out in cornfields, plotting to kill all the adults. And in the middle of nowhere is what it felt like, right? I'm a city girl. I didn't have cornfields. So I thought, phew, like, I'm clear. This can't happen over here. This new version, these kids look too normal. Right. So if you've ever seen the Children of the Corn, the original movie, they looked scary. They looked like they were not okay. And I don't know how people just didn't know they were going to go around killing people. This one scares me to death, but I'm going to do it because I think I owe it to myself, my younger self, to watch this remake of, and it's not directed by Steven Spielberg, and it's really based off of, that original movie, and it's taking some stories and making it, their own. But I am truly going to do this, and I already told my mom, and she's really excited for me that I'm going to go ahead and do this, because I'm not kidding. I was completely traumatized by the original version of it. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Have you ever seen the original version, or are you looking forward to this? Is this your thing?
It's been a long time since I've seen. I love that you told your family, listen, I've been thinking about it, and I really need to revisit this. I'd appreciate your support at this time. I'm going to watch the new Children of the Corn.
Yes. It is a real thing. I was really traumatized, scared to death.
You're right, though. These kids in this one just look so normal. I felt like weren't they all really blonde kids with bright eyes or something in the first one?
And very pale.
Yeah.
And it just looked sickly in the original movie. And
these
thought,
are just neighborhood kids.
Yeah, these are the kids literally in my neighborhood.
Yeah. I'm going to skip this one.
Yeah, I might not be okay after this. So
what's really cool about this is it's exclusive to AMC Plus. So this will come out, and it's the only place you can see it. And the movie theater experience right in your own home with AMC Plus.
How about it? So all my friends, please check up on me July 1st.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sammy, what are you looking forward to?
Okay, in absolutely stark contrast to the Children of the Corn, the Children of the Corn, I'm talking about The Bachelorette on ABC. The new season premieres Monday, June 26th, next day on Hulu. And this is really what we all need in our life right now. We don't need to be watching children killing adults, scary kids living in cornfields. We want to just watch a nice woman try to find love. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. Maybe we'll get to judge 20 men along the way, and it'll be great. This is the 20th season of The Bachelorette. I think I may have started around season 9, perhaps. So I've been watching the Bachelorette franchise for a very long time. People are like, why are you still watching this? And I'm like, it's yet to fail me. It's just great all the time. You know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get drama. You're going to get the most dramatic season ever. You're going to get people that you're like, wow, I would not date them, but then they end up winning. And you're like, wow, I hope you have a beautiful life together.
And then they get divorced.
And yes, and then get divorced on social media in front of the entire country. Yes. I actually watch this show every week. My boyfriend and I watch it together. We have Bachelor Mondays. We both love it. And this upcoming season will follow Charity Lawson, who was sent home in the last season of The Bachelor with Zach Shallcross, who was probably one of the worst bachelors I've ever watched in my history of watching the franchise. He was just, the best way I can describe him is just like an all-around ding-dong. Like, just not a smart guy, not making smart decisions, did not know how to treat specifically Charity. He sent her home after her hometown date. He literally just met her whole family and then was like, never mind, bye. So I'm very excited for Charity to get her own season. I also love that they picked a woman of color to be the Bachelorette, which is not often the case in this franchise. So I love having a little bit of representation. I don't know. Do you guys watch The Bachelor? Am I alone in this? Like I was alone in the Children of the Corn.
What I do watch is just the first episode to see them get out of the limo and all those first reactions. And it's similar to how I always watch the American Idol auditions and then none of the rest of the season.
Yes.
I catch the first episode of every Bachelor and every Bachelorette every single season and never care enough to watch more, but it serves its purpose. It's weird. It's funny. Someone's dressed like a lamp and they hello. And that's all I need. Like weird stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like for the last couple seasons, I guess maybe at least 10. So very similar to you, Sammy, but I feel like I don't consistently watch it. So I'll watch 1 or 2 episodes and then kind of fall off and then hear who it was that they picked. And then next season comes along and the same. So I feel like in that respect, it has not failed me either. There's always something on a Monday night. You could always tune into this franchise and never be disappointed. It just doesn't even matter what season and where you are in the season. They're great.
It's always going to feel the same. And that first episode is always just going to be great when they walk out of the limos and the ground is like always wet. It always looks freshly rained. Like
it's the magic of Hollywood.
Yeah. It's some real Hollywood magic to it. It's just perfect. I love it so much. I cannot wait for this new season.
Awesome. Thanks, Sammy. Well, from the Children of the Corn to the Woman of the Roses to Men in Tights. This week, the event I'm most looking forward to is World Wrestling Entertainment's latest premium live event, Money in the Bank, which airs live on Peacock this Saturday, July 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's take a look at a clip.
Climb the ladder, grab the briefcase. Inside is a contract that guarantees you a championship opportunity. This is Money in the Bank.
For the first time ever, Money in the Bank emanates overseas from England's capital city.
It just doesn't get any bigger than this.
On Saturday, July 1st, the United Kingdom hosts a career-altering night.
The opportunity of a lifetime. Get your popcorn ready, world.
If you aren't familiar with WWE Money in the Bank, let me tell you, the event is typically headlined by the signature Money in the Bank match, one for the men and one for the women. The concept of the match is fairly simple. A briefcase is hung from the rafters high above the ring. Inside that briefcase is a contract guaranteeing a WWE superstar a title match of their choice, anytime, any place. Several WWE superstars compete in the ring at the same time, and the first one to climb a ladder and grab the briefcase wins the match and the contract. Now, Money in the Bank is one of WWE's most popular premium live events, and for very good reason, because the briefcase winners can cash in their contract at any time, and they are almost always guaranteed to claim a championship belt as a result. Since 2005, 28 Money in the Bank briefcase contracts have been cashed in for a title match, and only 5 of those matches have failed to produce a new champion. The gag here is that most people save it for when the champion is most vulnerable. So consider that the champion has just had a grueling match and he's just laying in the ring exhausted. And then the wrestler decides, I'm cashing in my contract right now. He runs down to the ring. The dude just had a match. He's already beaten up, hits him with his finisher and pins him and wins the title. That's typically how this works. And so it's basically like a free world title. And it's really exciting because typically they elevate younger wrestlers, guys who are on the edge of the next step up, give them the contract, and then they cash it in a big way. And it's really, really exciting. So that's my, I can talk about wrestling for hours upon hours. So I'm here for any questions relating to Money in the Bank.
I never actually knew what Money in the Bank was. I always thought it was just like WrestleMania. It's just like the name of the event, but this is so much more exciting.
It's a lot of fun. Typically, it can have anywhere from like 6 to 8 wrestlers in the ring at the same time. It's typically like total mayhem. Guys jumping off ladders, guys falling through tables, all of them just trying to reach up and grab that briefcase. And they do a match for the women as well, which is something new. Just about 5 years ago, they added a women's match, which is also equally entertaining. Check out Money in the Bank this Saturday, July 1st, by saying Peacock into your voice remote. And as if that's not enough sports for you, I got a few more things. Say it one more time for this month. The group stage of the CONCACAF Gold Cup Soccer Tournament continues this week through July 4th. Liz, do you know if I'm saying that right? CONCACAF?
Oh, I knew nothing about it.
He's already heard me say it earlier this month. Anyway, you can check out these matches on Fox Networks and Univision. Just say soccer into your voice remote for match times and more details. And the iconic bicycle race known as the Tour de France kicks off this weekend on Saturday, July 1st, with live coverage on NBC, USA, and Peacock through the end of the race on July 23rd. Just say Tour de France into your voice remote for all of the details. And you can check out all the shows and movies we just talked about and more simply by saying what to watch into that voice remote.